In an ideal world, I believe we have the right to move about the globe.
Money whips around at lightning speed.
We have container ships transporting all kinds of products throughout the world.
The only thing that cannot move freely is people.
People.
That should be the one thing with the most rights to move.
Our moral institutions today say that we shouldn't discriminate based on race, gender, religion, and sexual preferences.
But it's perfectly okay to discriminate against someone because they born in a different country.
You can, in fact, put up walls and have machine guns and prevent someone from simply entering because they were born in a different place.
Why do we have these tremendous boundaries for people simply exercising their right to move around?
Fear. Somebody's taking my bread. Why don't they live in their own country? Fear of economic damage.
And that somebody will take your job and your house and marry your sister.
We all know that our economy is shaky. What we don't know is that in the long run, migration has a positive economic benefits.
Migrants bring ideas and new technology.
Migrants bring a diversity of culture that can lead to all kinds of unpredictable economic interactions. The downward pressure on wages in countries where migrants go is much less than the upward pressure on wages where migrants leave.
The overall effect on wages in the countries that migrants go to is very low and typically measured around zero.
Workers that arrive in a country tend to be very different from the workers that surround them.
Some economic research finds that migrants make non-migrants more productive.
No, I don't believe that.
Okay, let's think about a different infusion of labor into the US economy, which didn't have anything to do with migration. Women.
Think about women entering the labor force after the 1940s.
Millions of women entering the market.
Even though economists have shown that some of these women competed to some degree with men, it had a tremendously positive effect on the US economy.
Nobody would say we would make the US richer by banning women from working to any degree.
Why do the benefits of that massively exceed the cost?
Because the economy is very complex.
Women entering the labor force are not exactly identical to men.
So they often complement men rather than substitute them. Migrants are just like that.
Women start business that employ men.
Migrants do too.
Women take the money that they earn in the labor market and spend it on stuff that's often made by men.
Migrants do that as well.
1 in 20 people who now live in a third world country, if given the opportunity to work in a richer country, would add trillions of dollars a year to the world economy.
40% of the Fortune 500 companies, the 500 largest corporations in the US, were founded by migrants or their children.
Let's not forget about the ones that migrates as a refugee.
The cinematographer of Ghostbusters was actually one of them who moved to LA as a child.
The founder of the Intel Corporation, who probably made the chip that you are using on your phone right now.
We also ought to recognize our common humanity with the refugees.
Fear of terrorism.
The idea that somehow closing the borders is the right response to terrorism, it's illogical.
The refugees are running from the same evil death cult that attacked us.
ISIS has killed more Muslims than Christians and Europeans.
The actual known ratio for arrested terror suspects to refugees is roughly 1 in 261,000.
The risk of accepting refugees is way lower than the risk we take every day by doing things such as driving a car.
30,000 people die in a car accident each year.
Go swimming.
10 people die a day from drowning.
And believe it or not, 20 Americans every year are killed by cows.
But no one is saying we should expel all cows from the country.
Any rational person knows you cannot completely eliminate risk, you can only manage it.
And we do it because we rightly think they're worth the risk.
And for the good we can do, the low level of risk involved, migration is worth it too.
I am worth it.
You're worth it.
We all are worth it.
People are worth it.